Gielinor, the magical world of RuneScape. It's divided into chunks for easy use. Welcome to Chunkman Dead Die Kill, the series where I conquer the landmass of Gielinor by doing tasks and unlocking chunks.
Last episode we completed 2 tasks to unlock 2 chunks. Those tasks were completing the Shades of Morton quest and completing another 25 easy treasure trails for a total of 425 easy caskets opened. Our map expanded with Scorpius Cave in the wilderness and the Hunter Spot in the desert. Today we start off with the plan for our next chunk. We are currently at 1662 total level, so only 13 levels of the next total level task, and we noticed that a couple of skills are pretty much almost at another level, like magic, woodcutting, range, strength, hit points, and even Slayer, because of the 50 kills we did for the Grotesque Guardians, actually gave us half a level already. So might as well finish off the Slayer level, finish off some of the other levels, and then let's see where it takes us. And that's 89 woodcutting, our highest level now actually, as we have passed our ranged level. Before we do some more Slayer, I would like to get an upgrade which is now possible as we have unlocked the Shades of Morton minigame. If we look at the Amulet of the Damned, it actually has the same bonuses as an Amulet of Glory. The only thing we don't have is that the amulet doesn't have any teleport, but that's not that important at the moment. We do need 65 fire making to burn some U-Pyre logs, and those U-Pyre logs are needed to burn some of the remains for their keys, and it's only the higher level keys that give us a chance at the Amulet of the Damned. So pretty much we're going to cut a bunch more trees, get to 65 fire making, and then we'll probably also get a nice amount of prayer experience by doing the minigame itself. A bit over 1000 maple logs later, and there we have 65 fire making. We can now burn U-Pyre logs. So the first thing we're going to do is to get as much sacred oil as we can, make the pyre logs, kill some shades, and then hopefully we'll get the Amulet of the Damned pretty fast from the chests. Alright, time to get some keys. So like we did in the quest, we use some pyre logs on this funeral pyre, use some of the remains. These are the lore remains, the only shadows we can kill at the moment, and then we just light it and hope to get a key. First one are coins, let's try again, and there we go. We get a bronze key brown. Let's keep that on hand and let's get into where all the treasure is. There we go, open the wooden doors, and there we go. And now we see that there are higher level shadows now, so we need to kill those in order to get a steel key, and then we can go through the steel door here. There we go, that's the steel key. Now to go to the next room and kill the rill shadows, and then we're just one key away from the Asin shadows, which we need. Our first Asin remains, and we are looking for silver keys, which is a bit rare, but let's see how this goes. So our first batch of 10 Asin remains, and we only got one silver key and a few black keys. Let's open up all of the keys except one black key, so we can still get in, of course. And maybe with this one silver key we are going to get lucky. Otherwise we'll just have to go back to the bank, make some more logs and get back here.
And that's a flame tear bag. So this is used when rebuilding the temple, and it can hold all of the swamp paste, for example. So there we go. We got some random things out of the keys next to the flame tear bag, and these things here, like the mithril scimitar and the steel kite shield, will be useful in the giant's foundry. And now let's see what our silver key will give us. A black spear, not lucky. Let's continue with killing more of the Asin 10 keys, and we actually got a lot more lucky on the silver keys, and we only got 2 black ones. And now for the silver keys, and there we go, first try of the second trip, so we only used 2 silver keys to get the Amulet of the Damned. This is going to be a great addition. We're currently rocking the Amulet of Strength, and you can just see we don't get as much melee strength, but all of the rest is going up a lot. Let's get all of these keys opened, and let's leave 1 silver key if we need to ever come back here. And there's another collection log item, some fine cloth. With all that fire making, we also got a bit of prayer experience as well, but as we got the item pretty fast, not that much of course. We're currently 1668 total level, so 7 more levels to go. And let's go and finish our gargoyles task at normal gargoyles. That's 89 ranged. That was 85 strength. And there's the Slayer level, level 76 Slayer. And there we have 86 hit points, 1 pineapple plant for 71 farming. And that's 76 attack. We only need 1 more level, and our prayer almost caught up to our magic level. But we'll get the magic level because that's easier to get. Let's finish off this trip. We only have a few boss left, and then let's get that level. And some diamond rings later. That's 68 magic. That brought us up to our next total level task, 1675. So let's go back to our spreadsheet. Let's complete it over there, and let's see which chunk we are going to get. Another total level task down. This was 1675 total completed. And that now brings us up to a total chunk amount of 220. And then back to our map. The last chunk we unlocked was the Scorpion Pit, and that doesn't really change much as we already had the adjacent chunks except for the Rogue's Castle, but that was already an option to unlock. And then let's see what we're going to get as a new chunk. Let's get a good one, come on, pick a chunk. Oh boy, a part of Darkmire. Not a good one. Not a good one at all. That was another bad chunk we rolled. We just got the total levels, so that's not going to be an option for now. 25 levels should be a bit too much to get. Otherwise, we started the Slayer grind with a Gargoyles task and actually ended with another one, so we could go back to the Grotesque Guardians, but we still don't have that many upgrades. So maybe let's just go back to some easy glues. It shouldn't take that long as we now have a few steps extra. And there we go, that's the next 25 caskets. With the new steps we can do with the gnome clothes, I resetted the counter for the loot tracker here for the ham members, and we got these 25 caskets in 44 clues.
So we still have to drop quite a lot, but it's getting better as it originally was above 50 to get the 25 caskets. We got up to 74 thieving now, so we just about got the level. And let's go back to the collection log as well. If we go to clues, easy clues, we are at 425 easy clues completed and 83 uniques obtained. And as always, we're just looking for the flare trousers for master clues in the future. On to the opening then. Let's see what we are going to get. And that's a duplicate amulet of magic. Oh, that was black plate leggings trimmed, a new unique. We missed another trimmed iron piece, the iron full helm trimmed, and then we got a duplicate bronze plate body trimmed and a new Zamorak robe legs. For the robe legs, do we have them all now? No, we're just missing the ancient robe legs now, but all the rest we do have. Another pair of pantaloons, I think that's the fourth piece now. And another piece of trimmed iron plate legs trimmed. And that's it. Not that many uniques in general. And we did get a few new uniques, which is kind of getting really hard as we are over 80 slots completed on the easy clue tab page of the collection log. But yeah, few duplicates, few new uniques, but still no flared trousers. We still have 50 easy treasure trails left to get them. But either way, that was 450 easy treasure trails completed. Let's go back to our spreadsheet, finish the task on there, and then pick another chunk. Another clue task done, and this is a special one as we reached 450 easy clues. If we complete it, we now have half of all the clue tasks completed, which means a brighter yellow color. With that 42nd clue task, we also got up to 221 total landmass chunks unlocked now. And then back to our map. The last chunk we unlocked was the chunk with the eastern part of Darkmire and a piece of sleep, which was inaccessible, and that also gives us an opportunity to unlock more of sleep, which would also be inaccessible. So let's hope we don't get anything of this kind. Only Barrows and Dragontooth Isle would be great chunks to unlock in the Mauritania region. For the rest, we're still looking for Caterpie and Tigramjo chunks, as those are holding back pretty much a lot of things we can do, and otherwise just one of the chunks here in the Kandarin region would give us something to do. Anyway, let's see what we're going to get. Pick a chunk. And we get a piece in Kandarin. Not sure what this building here is. I know this part is used for the waterfall quest, but we also need the one above it for that. So I'm not sure if there is anything useful in here. If we unlock our newest chunk, there are a few things here like Glariel's Tomb and Rossolo, the Shadow Dungeon, but not really anything useful for now. If we unlock the chunk above it, then that would be another story. So this is going to be useful later on, but for the moment this doesn't really do much. As we are currently at 450 easy clues, we are only 50 clues away from getting to the 500 mark, which marks our last task. So we might as well do another 25 easy caskets, because those are pretty much the easiest tasks we can do at the moment.
And that's already the next 25 easy caskets. If we look at our experience, it didn't even budge all that much. So this was really smooth, and I was thinking about going for the full 50 to get to 500 caskets, but we might get another chunk, which gives us another clue step. So let's just get these 25 caskets over with, and then let's see if we either go to 500 easy caskets or if we have a kind of a break and have the possibility to do something else. Let's open them and see what we are going to get. That's our first duplicate, an iron plate body trimmed. That's a duplicate highwayman mask. That's another duplicate red elegant legs. And finally something new, a blue wizard hat gold trimmed. And there we go, back to back, new unique, a holy blessing. And there we have another duplicate, a Zamorak rope top. And that's it. Not that many new uniques, only 2, and we didn't even get that many duplicates either. Either way, that was not really what we were going for anyway. We were going for 475 easy treasure trails completed. So let's go back to our spreadsheet, go to our map, pick another chunk, and let's see if we go immediately to 500. Our 43rd clue task. The penultimate task for easy clues, finishing 475 easy clues, has now been completed. And we get a chunk total of 222 now. And then back to our map. The last chunk we unlocked was the one with the shadow dungeon, and now we have a possibility to unlock the fishing guild, which would be a great chunk, as we would also get another easy clue step. For the rest, if we now unlock the Baxtorian Falls, I do think that would unlock another quest, the waterfall quest, so now that's also a good chunk. Pretty much everything in this region is a good chunk now. But anyway, let's see, will we get a good chunk or will we go for another 25 easy reward caskets for the total of 500? Let's see, pick a chunk. And we get the lighthouse. The lighthouse does have a quest, but we need to do the bar crawl here, and for that we are missing one of the pubs. As we now have the Grand Tree pub, we only are missing the Yanel pub. So not the worst chunk, not the best chunk either, but okay, that means we are pretty much going to go to 500 easy treasure trails now. There's another accidental open. This was 476, so we will get 24 caskets to open later on to finish the task. And there we have them, the last 24 easy caskets. This took a bit longer, but not that long anyway. So we got up to 74.5 thieving now. And let's look at our collection log one last time for the easy treasure trails. We are at 476, so these 24 will bring us up to a total of 500. And we currently have 87 easy uniques obtained. And we're looking for the flare trousers. If we don't get them from these 24 caskets, we will keep stacking up the easy clues. Not specifically for any of our tasks, because our tasks end at 500 clues. But just in general, if we get to master clues, we will need a way to get master clues, and if we stack up a lot of easy caskets, we will have a chance at the flared trousers as well. And then let's see what we're going to get from these easy caskets. Let's open them.
And there's our first duplicate already, a black helm. There we have another of the blessings, a peaceful one. I do think we are maybe missing one of those. Oh, we are missing two, the honorable and the ancient. And that's a new unique, an iron blade body. And another duplicate, a black wizard robe. Another duplicate, another black shield. Only 4 more caskets. Will we get the flared trousers or will we not? Let's see. And it doesn't appear to be so. But as we got up to 500 easy treasure trails done, we also now have the large spade. So this is what we can wear. Looking pretty nice. Although you cannot use it to dig, I think. Yeah. We cannot get it into the earth in the right angle. But anyway, 500 easy treasure trails done. We're done with going to the ham members. No more thieving there for any more clues. And the next thing will be medium clues, of course, the next tier of clues. First of all, let's complete this task on our spreadsheet and let's see which chunk we are going to get. Before we complete our last clue task for the easy treasure trails, I've made a small change in how clue tasks work. If we go to the clue task here, we started with always a 25 beginners, a 25 easy clues, but I've added some tasks to the start of a clue tier, because currently we are just going from tier to tier, just going 25 beginner clues until the end, and then same for the easy clues, and we would probably do the same for medium clues, but it should be an achievement in its own to get a few caskets opened at the start, because I underestimated the amount of chunks we actually need to get clues. So it would feel a little more rewarding and a little more variety as well if you have some additional tasks at the start of the tiers. So what I did was I added 1 medium clue task, 10 medium clues, and then up to 25, which was the start normally, and then it just goes up to the 400 in 25 clue increments. Then I did the same thing for hard clues, elite clues and master clues, because in general if you have to go 25 elite clues or 25 master clues just to unlock a single chunk, that would be really annoying to do. So this would actually give us some incentive to, for example, go for 1 hard clue before we get to the 400 medium clue milestone. As we already have 1 medium clue done, this will also mean that we have 2 chunks to unlock now. I did not add the same thing for easy clues and beginner clues to our spreadsheet, as that would give us 5 chunks to unlock instead of just the 2 now, and I felt like that would be a bit too much in the state the account is right now, as we already finished both tiers. I did add them to the empty spreadsheet though, so for everybody who is interested, I've added a link a while back to the first episode and the intro episode, where you can find the instructions on how to do the setup for this account. And in that empty spreadsheet I did add the 1 beginner clue, the 10 beginner clue, and then the same for easy clue tasks. So anyway, let's finish the last easy treasure trail clue task. We obtained 500 easy clues, and if we complete this we will go back to less than half the clue tier tasks completed, so the color changes again. It brings us up to 223 total landmass chunks unlocked now as well. And now for the 1 medium clue task. That will bring us up to 45 clue tasks completed and 224 chunks as well. And then back to our map. The last chunk we unlocked was the lighthouse chunk, and that now gives us the opportunity to get a bit more of the lighthouse with just these small little islands of rocks which are not accessible, so that would actually be a terrible chunk at the moment. We have 2 chunk rolls, so let's hope for at least one good one. Let's see what we're going to get. First one is going to be pick a chunk. A water chunk, so that's a reroll. Let's try that again. Pick a chunk. Ooh, that's a good one. The Ranging Guild together with the Temple of Ikov and the fishing contest location. And there is also an easy clue here with the grandpa in this house. So there's a lot of things in here. We'll have to see if we can now do the fishing contest quest and the Temple of Ikov quest. So first chunk is already a very good one. Now let's see for the second one. What are we going to get? Pick a chunk. Okay, second chunk is a dud. A part of the underground pass, but the upper part, which is not really that useful. But anyway, that's a pretty good first chunk roll, and that's pretty much what we needed. Finally, after a lot of clues, we can finally do something else. Or hopefully something else. We'll have to see if we can actually do one of these or even both. That will be all for this episode. If you've reached this far and like what you see, press the 2 buttons below to share it with more people. We got a lot of chunks today with a lot of casket openings as well, and reached a bit of an end of an era as we are now out of easy clue tasks. Next week we will figure out if the last chunk we got has anything in store for us. As always, have a good one, and see you next week for more Chunkman progress.